Remember when I reviewed the Redmi Earbuds S, I had clearly said that I don't recommend any truly wireless solution under Rs 2000. Well, that's about to change today. These are the Realme Buds Q, my current favorite ultra budget truly wireless earphones out there. Hi, I'm Ashar from Mr. Phone, and in this video allow me to talk about the Realme Buds Q and compare it to the Redmi Earbuds S and of course the Petron Bass Buds Pro. But before we move on, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it to get notified whenever Mr. Phone puts out an awesome new tech video. And also don't forget that we have a community at Telegram and Instagram. Links to both of those communities should be in the description below, where you can talk with like-minded folks like yourself. The Buds Q's case and earbuds are designed by Jose Levy, who is a designer for Hermes, a luxury brand. Realme's push to make designer products look trendy and hip is seriously coming in handy. Levi's inspiration is a cobblestone that achieves a smooth and soft form after enduring millions of years of weathering wind, waves, and gravel. Unfortunately, it's just a little too smooth for me. However, I did notice a seam where the lid meets the bottom part of the case, and that has a bit of a slight sharp cut, which possibly takes away from that whole smoothness angle to the design. But I mean, regardless, it's pretty well done for the price. In fact, the Redmi Earbuds S has an equally soft and nicely rounded case. Also, there's a micro USB port on the rear for charging, similar to the Earbuds S. Expecting Type-C would have been a bit too much for this price range. There's also a single LED light on the front that glows red if your battery is low and green when it's fully charged. Owing to the way it is designed, opening the lid with your thumb and one hand is not possible. You will need two hands to actually open the lid. The earbuds are slotted nicely inside the case, but the magnets are not very strong. They fall out of the case if you shake them vigorously upside down. Look at this. Anyway, the same is also true for the Redmi Earbuds S, by the way. As for the design of the buds, I really like the pod-shaped design that makes for a more secure fit inside the ears compared to the Redmi Earbuds S. Another tiny design flair that I like about the Realme Buds Q is the yellow color inside the silicone tip, and also the massive R logo on the outside looks pretty good too. And when it comes to comfort, both are equally comfortable for long listening sessions, and for what it is worth, the Buds Q at 3.6 gram is lighter than the Redmi Earbuds S at 4.1 gram weight. Except for a couple of minor niggles, I don't really have a problem with the design of the Realme Buds Q. They are pretty attractive, and also for what it's worth, the earbuds are pretty comfortable to wear as well. The Buds Q actually has a touch-based control system. You can double tap and triple tap the earbuds to do specific tasks. Honestly, the touch area was too small and the sensitivity wasn't great either. It would not register touches and taps. I've already spoken to Realme about it, and they've clearly indicated that the Buds Q will have a better sensitivity and a larger surface area in the retail units. I will add an update as a pinned comment if anything changes. For now, you can just see that I'll have to touch. Look at this, it's not working. Anyway, as for the controls, the best part is you can configure it to your liking, thanks to the wonderfully unifying Realme Link app. Want double tap to open up Google Assistant? You can do that. You want the long press to play or pause music? Well, you can do that too. Realme makes it really flexible for users with these customizable options. That said, you cannot still adjust the volume levels. Additionally, similar to the Buds Air and the Buds Air Neo, you get a gaming mode that reduces the latency to 119 milliseconds compared to the Earbuds S's 122 milliseconds rating. These numbers are in touching distance of each other, and in real life you really cannot tell a difference between the two, and I couldn't either when I was playing Call of Duty. I'm just glad that there is a gaming mode in the first place. As for the connectivity, the Realme Buds Q uses Bluetooth 5.0, and the connection can hold for a distance of 10 meters. I found that claim to be fairly true in my testing. Also, the connection is just rock solid. I didn't have a connection drop in my entire testing period. As for the battery life, the Realme Buds Q lasted me 4 hours 24 minutes at 100% volume. In comparison, the Earbuds S lasted me 3 hours 45 minutes at 100% volume. Evidently, the Buds Q is better, plus you get 20 hours on the case, which means it can charge it all at least 4 times over. So yeah, the battery life is the best you can find in this price range for now on the Realme Buds Q. There are a couple of immediate specs-based advantages on the Buds Q. You get a larger 10mm driver compared to the 7.2mm unit on the Redmi Earbuds S. Plus, you get support for higher quality AAC codec on the Realme Buds Q compared to the Earbuds S that tops out at SBC. Obviously, specs don't mean much if the tuning isn't good. By default, the Buds Q has a U-shaped sound signature, which you can tell from the frequency curve on the screen. By default, the bass is boomy to a point where I got super annoyed for the first couple of days that I was testing it. It is not a good kind of bass. The sub bass especially is so unclean and loose that it masks the other frequencies in Tootsie Slide by Drake. The underlying bass thump would eat into Drake's voice. It came to a point where I just couldn't listen to them anymore. Thankfully, the Buds Q responded to EQing well. I used the Wavelet app to change the frequency curve to bright and my experience completely changed. The wooliness immediately vanished and now I could hear more details thanks to the fact that now we were listening to more of the mids and the treble. You must try the Realme Buds Q with the bright EQ and Wavelet when you buy it. Trust me, it makes the Buds Q shine. When compared to the Redmi Earbuds S, the Buds Q is far more dynamic and has more life as well. The instrumentation, the sound staging, the tonality, the overall dynamics is just better on the Buds Q. The pluck of a guitar or the clang of a cymbal in a song like All Apologies by Nirvana sounds very close to how the instruments should actually sound. I can't say the same for the Earbuds S, which sounds flat and unrefined in comparison. Yup, I also EQ'd the Earbuds S to sound the best. Regardless, the Earbuds S don't have a good tuning by default either. I can gladly say that the Buds Q sound great for the price, especially if you play around with the equalizer a little. By default though, the sound signature is a whole lot of muddled bass response. I know we Indians like bass a lot, but how will you distinguish between Pharrell Williams' voices and the accompanying synth-heavy music in Get Lucky by Daft Punk if you only want the bass to assault your senses? Anyway, if you do get a chance to sample the Earbuds S and the Buds Q side by side, I'd suggest listening to Do I Wanna Know by the Arctic Monkeys to know which one actually sounds cleaner and more detailed. I would suggest using the bright curve in the Wavelet app for the Buds Q like I did for the most part of my review. Now, as far as calls go, the mic is undoubtedly better on the Realme Buds Q. The person on the other end could hear me better than he could with the Redmi Earbuds S. Moreover, the sound of the person I called was clearer too. Don't take my word for it. I have a call recording for you guys. Just listen to it right now.
You get digital experiences with electronic noise cancellation, and in the Redmi earbuds you get noise reduction. From my end, but still better because I can hear you clearer, and the noise, passive noise cancellation is way better on this.
Dude, there is no echo, there is no disturbance now on the Buds Q.
Clearly, the Realme Buds Q have impressed me a lot and I feel that Realme has hit it out of the park with this product. Evidently, this is going to be my de facto recommendation for a pair of truly wireless earphones that are in the ultra budget category. Now, when you compare it to the Redmi Earbuds S, you get a superior battery life, better call quality and a sound signature that also is far more refined compared to the Earbuds S. It is easy to see why the Realme Buds Q is the better product overall. I just hope that they fix those touch control problems in the final retail version. I mean, those really annoyed me, but Realme claims that the retail version will not have that issue. Now, when you compare it to the Petron Bass Buds Pro, the Bluetooth connection was rock solid on the Realme Buds Q, and of course, a lot of the other factors were better too. Obviously, the Petron Bass Buds Pro also sounds great, but when you're looking at an overall best product in this price category, I think that the Realme Buds Q comes out on top. So what do you guys think of the Buds Q? Are you gonna pick it up in the first sale or probably later? Do let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, this is Ashar from Mr. Phone signing off. Goodbye and Godspeed, my friends.